Have you ever seen that scene in a movie where somebody is tied to two cars, and those cars drive in opposite directions, splitting that person apart? No? Is that just me? Is my YouTube algorithm all messed up? But anyway, it turns out that that concept is not original to Hollywood, and it shows up in ancient Roman history. This is day 11 of reading The History of Rome by Livy and giving you the highlights so you can tell all your friends you read a book this year. Let's get to it. So this death occurred during a time period known as the Roman Kingdom. It specifically happened during the reign of Rome's supposed third king, Tullus Hostilius. Now Tullus was a very warlike guy, and he did not take kindly to being messed with. So you can imagine what might happen if one of his friends betrayed him. But that's exactly what happened with this guy who has a very funny name called Medius Fifedius. He was the king of a place called Alba Longa, which was a city near Rome. Medius was supposed to be Rome's ally, but he becomes unhappy with Rome's growing power and starts to stir up trouble. He convinces two of Rome's other neighbors, Fidenae and Bae, to attack it while pretending to be on Rome's side. When Rome is invaded, Medius and his troops line up alongside the Romans, but at the last moment, Medius tells his troops to withdraw, hoping that the Romans will be defeated by facing two enemies by themselves. But Rome doesn't play like that, and they defeat both Fidenae and Bae, and Tullus, the Roman king, guesses exactly what's happened. He acts all friendly with the Albans to lure them into a false sense of security, and then he orders his men to capture Medius. To punish his disloyalty and to send a message about honor, Tullus has two chariots brought up and tied to Medius's arms and legs. And Livy writes that, at a touch of the whip, two teams sprang forward in opposite directions, carrying with them fragments of the mangled body still held by the ropes. If that's not straight out of Hollywood, I don't know what is. Livy says that people are horrified by watching this, and Rome never does this again, moving on to more humane forms of punishment. But I think these days we can safely take issue with what Romans considered humane. That's it for today. Follow along for some more deep cuts into Roman history.